Hello dear chess friends, this is an introduction to our Stonewall lecture, and I will show you in this series different ways how to play Stonewall with black. This is the opening after d4 f5, where black attempts to play with e6, d5 and c6. We will mostly analyze what happens if white plays g3, because this is the common way to play against Stonewall. Knight f6, bishop g2, e6, c4, black plays d5. His idea is to play c6. His position is very solid. The main drawback of it is, of course, the weakness of the square e5 and the bad bishop on c8. However, we will see that in most cases black manages to develop his bishop to b7 or a6, and that actually the bishop c8 is not much worse than his opponent of g2, because the bishop g2 is also restricted by the pawns f5, e6, d5, c6. So in this position, after d5, we will look at two moves. One of them is knight h3. The idea of this move is to bring the knight to d3, the second one over d2 to f3, and to occupy the square e5. The second move is looks more normal, is knight f3. Black plays c6, short castle, bishop d6. Now white can develop himself with knight c3 and so on. We will look how to act in this position. We will also speak about the variation b3, where white wants to exchange black squared bishops and to weaken the square e5 even more. Black plays queen e7. Now we will analyze what happens after a4 or after bishop b2, short castle and queen c1. Both moves intend to exchange the black squared bishops. Finally, we will look at the position without g3. If white plays normal with c4, knight f6, knight c3, e6, knight f3, we will still focus on Stonewall with d5 and c6. However, it is to say that white doesn't like playing this kind of position because of bishop b4. So not everybody who has white would like to go into these positions, because we have Nimzowitsch with pawn on f5, which is obviously to advantage of black, because the control over the square e4 is enhanced this way. At the very end, we will briefly analyze what happens if white plays e4. This is a separated story. This opening is called Staunton Gambit. White sacrifices the pawn and hopes to use the weakness of the black king side. I hope you will enjoy this series of lectures, and that you will be successful playing Stonewall. Thank you for your attention, and I will see you in the next clip.